maybe?
Yeah, let's talk about console. Sure,
Are console exclusives fair or no? Sony is beefing with Microsoft over the Activision Blizzard acquisition. That is a lot of big games. And there's some quotes that I'm going to reference that a lot of big games thing to compare with in a moment. Microsoft also, Microsoft is touting benefits for gamers, indie developers, and industry professionals. How? Who knows? Microsoft also plans to bring Call of Duty and other Activision Blizzard games to Game Pass. The discussion centers around Call of Duty
Big surprise.
because of the series' continued financial success and yearly release schedule, which corporate people just love. They did it to Assassin's Creed 2, and they ruined the whole series. It was awesome. Sony complained to the.
He was talking about this on the pre-show. Okay, the wound's a little raw right now.
Sony complained to the Competition and Markets Authority in the UK. Sony believes that some Call of Duty players are likely to switch to Xbox due to in-game differences that could emerge between the PlayStation and Xbox versions of what is supposed to be the same game. There's also other issues. Phil Spencer, the head of Xbox, has said that they are committed to bringing Call of Duty to PlayStation for several more years. Apparently, behind the scenes, that has been communicated as exactly 3 years to PlayStation, which they say is inadequate on many levels and fails to take into account the impact on our gamers, also known as customers, also known as sources of money.
Also known as us.
Yeah.
Sources of money. I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. Thanks, Philip, our source of money.
Hey!
Not much money. It's a mystery water bottle. That's the discounted water bottle. You can get mystery t-shirts, mystery water bottles, and mystery cable ties if you don't care what color and style, and it's a good way to save a few bucks.
Some of the counter arguments is that PlayStation currently has a larger share of the console gaming market than Xbox, but the CMA, or the Competition Market Authority, considers that Call of Duty is sufficiently important that losing access to it or losing access on competitive terms, the differences between platforms thing, could significantly impact Sony's revenues and user base. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah.
There's a quote from Microsoft chairman and CEO Satya Nadella, who responded by saying, the number one player in gaming, in this case, Sony. Wait, hold on. The number one player, in this case, Sony, I think in this period has acquired 3 companies. So if this is about competition, let us have competition. I don't think that's fair. I think that's ridiculous. My reason for that is Activision Blizzard is huge.
Yeah. Acquiring Activision Blizzard is not necessarily comparable to the acquisitions that Sony was pulling off in that time.
And it's not like you haven't made other acquisitions as well, Microsoft. I think that is an extremely misleading quote. And speaking of misleading things that are trying to sway people, they also made a website about specifically just this.
A pro-merger website? Are you kidding me?
news.microsoft.com/Activision-Blizzard-acquisition. Our vision for gaming. More choice and more games for people everywhere, except that's definitely not true. Benefits of Xbox plus Activision Blizzard. Benefits for players. Benefits for game creators. More ways to get games in front of more players through support, investment, and better access to gamers. What? It's Satya, not Satya. My bad. Sorry, Satya Nadella. Right after I said it, I was like, I'm pretty sure I screwed that up.
Greater competition in traditional gaming, where Sony and Nintendo remain the biggest. So that's their argument, that they are not being anti-competitive, that they are not a traditional gaming company.
They've been trying to fight this argument since Xbox Series.
Yeah, when did the first Xbox launch? I mean, how long do you have to have been in this space to be traditional?
Yeah.
Xbox launch first.
No. I think the argument there is that their console is not like, we're not a normal console.
2001.
Media station stuff and whatnot.
They've been in the market over 20 years. You can't just be like, oh yeah, we're like we're just the not traditional gaming company.
Okay, someone in Full Pink Chat said 3 years on top of an already in place contract, so that's 6 to 7 years in total.
All it is kicking the can down the road.
Yes,
whereas
100%.
Understandably, Sony wants to keep the can.
Yes.
They want to make sure that their platform is going to have support. for Call of Duty like indefinitely, right? Given what a cash cow it is, I can totally understand why they would want to do that. With that said, I don't think Sony has I don't think Sony's hands are particularly clean when it comes to delivering an even gaming experience on alternate platforms for their first-party titles.
You know that picture of the Spider-Men pointing at each other? That's this situation.
Yeah, so, I think that on the one hand, I look at it and I go, is Microsoft's behavior anti-competitive? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is this website a giant load of horse shit? Absolutely. Is Sony's behavior equally anti-competitive, if not more so? Abso-freaking-lutely. And is Nintendo worse than either of them? Yes.
It's an extremely toxic space.
Gamers,
Yeah.
why you toxic? From top to bottom.
Yeah, from the corporate side to the individuals, it's just kind of bad.
Can't we all just get along?
One thing that really surprises me about the Microsoft plan to acquire Activision Blizzard is that Blizzard and Activision Blizzard is such a gross company. I'm surprised this isn't in here, but there's another lawsuit on Blizzard
Really? Another one?
for the same stuff.
Like, is it fresh or is it from the
I'm
same
pretty
era?
sure it's
Which,
fresh.
to be clear, I am not bringing up because it excuses it in any way. I am bringing up because what I want to know is, have there been any reforms
Right.
recently under Microsoft?
Yeah,
It is equally abhorrent whether it happened a year ago, 10 years ago, or 100 years ago.
1 day ago, Activision Blizzard is once again being sued for sexual harassment. This isn't in the doc. I don't have a lot of immediate notes on this. I just saw it come up again.
This is my level of impress right now.
But yeah, it's happening again, and I'm actually really ABK. Yeah, but not everyone knows what ABK means. I know what ABK means, but
I don't know what ABK means.
Activision Blizzard King. This is my point. Not everyone knows what ABK means. So Activision Blizzard and King, if you care about
King,
mobile
like Candy
games.
Crush.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, who cares?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Activision Blizzard bought them. They bought them out. Like, it's not like it was a merger of equals.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just surprised that Microsoft wants to touch this. Because
Well-
it's so gross.
Well, they own it now.
Do they actually already?
Activision Blizzard? I thought so.
I know it was like agreed on, but I don't think the.
Oh
I
wait,
don't think
no,
it's
yeah,
actually
okay,
gone
no,
through.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, it hasn't entirely gone through. I don't. Maybe they think they can clean house. I don't know.
I hope they clean house really intensely when they do it, because like this is crazy.
Apparently, it was from the past. HR did fire that person, but only after years of complaints.
Okay. Well, I mean, at least there's not new stuff happening, as far as we know.
I mean,
I
yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if there is.
I mean, if it takes years of complaints for anything to come of it, then maybe we just don't know
apparently
yet.
there was 700 reported incidents of rampant sexism, harassment, and discrimination under CEO Bobby Kotick.
Yeah, your favorite person.
Oh yeah,
He's a big fan.
just a wonderful human being.
Yeah, he's a big fan of Bobby Kotick.
Hate him.
That was a big /S. Can I just clarify
Yeah.
for y'all?
But yeah, it's this. Honestly, ever since the beginning, I've been really surprised that Microsoft was doing this just because of the major. Yeah, and Bobby's still there. Yeah, he's such a resilient little. Nope, I'll stay it, but he's very resilient. That's what I'll say. He'd probably survive a nuclear blast.
So you're
But-
saying he's a cockroach?
Yeah. There we go. I just somehow he's able to dodge all of these bullets.
That was just a way for you to call him a cockroach, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay, I see
Yeah.
what you did there.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't understand how like very clearly he's been a part of these things, but everyone's just like, it's fine. He can stay.
Yeah,
We'll
my
just fire
understanding
everyone
is
else.
after the merger, he still stays CEO of Activision Blizzard.
Somehow stays around.
Yeah.
And I feel like it shouldn't be a surprise that while all this crazy stuff is going on, it
Yeah.
came out that he was having meetings with Microsoft to like sell everything, but then he wants to still stay around because he's like, well, I'll just have someone else take these shots. I have no idea how he's able to stay around. Get rid of him. Get rid of him.